Hey y'all, it's Thursday morning here on the drive-in, and guess what today is? Today's my birthday, I can cry if I want to. Party people! Yes, that's right, it's Brian Ju's birthday, which means it's probably the most special day of the year. Dare I say the most important day of all time. I'm just joking, guys. I don't want to be that conceited, no. Well, it is an important day, though. I'm really happy because today's the day I was born and I was brought into this world. So, most importantly, I came to the studio and I don't see any gifts. Where are my gifts? Where are my candles? Where my cake? I'm not that greedy. But thank you guys for all your support throughout the years. Out of my many, many years of living. I don't want to say my age on blast on radio. You guys are wondering, how old are you, Brian? Well, the internet's advanced. Go online and look it up. You know my age. I mean, what year I was born. You know my birthday, January 10th, 19. Yes, that's all I'm going to tell you guys. So right now, since we're going to take things back to when I was first born, actually I was born within this time frame, I guess. And this first song of the hour comes from the 1985 film Back to the Future. Oh, this movie takes me way back when. I love this movie. Michael J. Fox did a great acting job in this movie. And this is Huey Lewis in the News with The Power of Love. Welcome back to The Drive-In. This is Brian Ju here on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, and GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, here's a few ways you can get in contact with us. You can call the studio at 02-778-1013 or send us a text at sharp 1013 for a charge of 51, or simply send us an email at efmdrivein@gmail.com. Or just tweet us at efmdrivein. We also have a webpage at tbsefm.soul.kr and click on the drive-in and write on a message board. Just give us a shout out or song requests. But make sure the song requests are from a movie, TV show. It can't be any pop track or K-pop track that you just love listening to, because we don't do that here. It's got to be from a movie or a TV show. And now, it's that time again. The scene of the day. Now, today's scene comes from a movie that came out in 1987 that put Matthew Broderick on the map. For all you ladies out there, you know who Matthew Broderick. He's married to that lady from that Sex and the City show. Yes, I don't know her name, but he's married to her. And the film we're going to talk about today is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Have you ever skipped school? I know a lot of you have. I'm going to admit, I probably might have. I don't encourage it, but if you're going to do it the right way. I'm not saying stay home and play video games, order pizza, and just do the boring thing and sleep in. Go out there and make the most of it. You're skipping school, then go out there and explore. That's what skipping school is all about. And that's what happened in this movie. Ferris, Cameron, and Sloan did school and lived it up, seeing everything there was to see in Chicago in 1987. But Ferris isn't in school. Then, when his teachers notice that, when they do the attendance sheet thing, well, let's find out what happens.
Bueller.
He's sick.
Bueller. Oh my gosh, seriously? Do you remember, I don't know if you guys, those who went to school back in the 90s, how boring teachers were. My teacher was the same way. And I'm going to admit now on radio, I was a little attitude child. Now, I remember one time my teacher was taking attendance, and they're like, Jew, and I just wanted to test her out, and I was like, what? I just repeated what, the amount of times she said my name, and she goes, I don't need attitude from you, Mr. Jew. I was like, well, I don't need you to take attendance. You know I'm here. You saw me walk in. I'm the only Korean American in the class. Obviously, I'm here. So, yes, I had somewhat of an attitude growing up, but not now. I'm all grown up, mature, and I know what's better. Anyways, I always wonder if teachers in other schools were this boring growing up, when they take attendance. Do you really need to say people's names that slow? I don't think so. Now, in this scene, I know it doesn't show much, but it's been quoted again and again and again many times. And sometimes people who quote the scene don't even know that they're quoting from this movie. Yes. So if you actually watch this movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. So please watch this movie. It's a fun movie, especially for the rebel child who wants to get away and just run away and, skip school. It gives you ideas, but I'm not encouraging that, all right, guys? So here's a song that came out from this movie. It was a #1 hit when it first came out, 2 years prior to it. It didn't get much attention, But we're gonna play it for you guys right now. Here's Yella with Oh Yeah. Once again, that was Yella with Oh Yeah. And right now, we're gonna go straight into the next song. A song from a movie that a lot of people have been requesting here on the drive-in. And it's a movie that I enjoyed. I don't know if you guys enjoy it, but there's this thing with vampires. I know a lot of girls love vampires, especially Twilight, Robert Pattinson and all that. The dreamy, go-to guy of the vampire world. But today we're not going to talk about that guy. Right now I'm talking about Wesley Snipes. Yes, he played Blade. And the song actually comes from the Blade movie. And this is requested from 7044. And they were like, I want to hear the theme song from Blade. So we're going to play the theme song from Blade by Danny Saber and Marco Beltrami. Here you go. That was a theme song from the Blade soundtrack. Yes, it was. It made me want to play video games. Very hyper energetic. But right now we're going to do something special. And before I tell you what we're going to do, I want to let you guys know what's coming up on today's show. Originally, today's Thursday, so it's Cray Cray Thursday with Olivia. But Olivia couldn't make it today, so she'll be here for tomorrow, Cray Cray Friday. And today we're going to do Now Playing Thursday with Eugene. So I want you guys to understand that. If Eugene comes on, they'll be like, wait, what's going on? Are the days mixed up? No, today Eugene will be here for Now Playing Thursdays. And tomorrow will be Cray Cray Friday with Olivia. We'll only do it this week for scheduling purposes. Anyways, right now we're going to go into the next request, and the next request actually is a live request. We have fans right now in the studio. We have one from Korea and 3 from Singapore in the studio right now. I'm so excited. It's my birthday. They came out to see me. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Serena here from Singapore.
Serena. And Serena, how many days of the week do you listen to the drive-in?
Every day.
Every day. Wow. Do a lot of people in Singapore listen to my program?
I guess so.
That's awesome. Okay. So how do you feel right now that you're in the studio with me on my special day?
I'm very happy and...
Oh, she's laughing. She's so cute. Are you nervous?
I'm very nervous.
So what do you want to, do you have any messages or shout out or anything you want to say right now while you're on air?
Yeah, firstly, of course, I'm very happy that I'll be here, live show with you. And, of course, to say, happy birthday, Brian!
Thank you very much. Oh, that's so sweet. It's always great to have people greet you online and emails and stuff, but it's always better to be greeted in person, because you feel the love and the warmth of that person individually. And it's amazing. Since Serena is here, we're going to actually do a song request that she once requested. What do you want to request for us today?
Well, today's your birthday. I think any song that you like.
Oh, any song that I like?
Yes.
Okay. Suit. Then I want to play, because this artist actually, she's one of my favorite artists of all time. She's part of the Jackson family, of course. Janet Jackson. I don't want to play a song that she sang by herself because I couldn't think of a movie that she sang by herself in. So I'm going to play a song that she did a duet with Luther Vandross. And this is from the Mo Money soundtrack that came out in 1992, starred Damon Wayans. For you guys who don't know Damon Wayans, he actually pioneered his career in the Living Color TV series, which is really funny. And this movie is about a guy growing up, trying to make money, but he gets in the wrong, crowd to make money, and problems start. More money, more problems. You ever heard that phrase before? The more money you get, the more problems you're going to get. So here's Luther Vandross and Janet Jackson with Best Things in Life Are Free from the Mo Money soundtrack.
Wait, Brian.
What's the problem?
Oh, we want to sing your birthday song.
You want to sing me a song?
We want to sing your birthday song.
Okay, guys. Right now, all the fans in the studio want to sing me a song. So let's have a listen.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brian. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. That was probably the fastest birthday song ever. It was like, they're so nervous, like, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. They just wanted to get it over with. But seriously, that means so much to me. Thank you guys so much. And with that said, we're going to play the next song for you guys. Once again, this is Luther Vandross and Janet Jackson with Best Things in Life Are Free from the Mo Money soundtrack. Welcome back to the drive-in. Now it's time for Now Playing Thursday with Eugene. Yay!
Woo! What's up, Brian? Happy birthday!
Thank you very much. Where's my gift?
Do you like Hot Six?
I don't like energy drinks.
Energy drinks?
I don't like energy drinks because I'm naturally on like a natural caffeine high. So
right, I see. I had some extra ones, so I would give you one, but
so that's all I'm worth to is an energy drink.
no. Actually, your big birthday bash is tomorrow, right?
So yes, it is. So you're gonna bring a gift then?
Yes, I'll bring you a gift then.
Okay. I was gonna say if you can't physically bring a gift, I'll give you my bank account number.
Oh, all right.
You can send me some cash. Cash always.
Well, you know what
helps.
they say: more money, more problems.
I see what you're doing. You're
Which
using the
means-
song we played earlier.
Which means I have no problems,
Okay.
so I don't have any problems to give you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, don't give me problems. Give me your
Wow.
bank card. Or
yeah.
something.
By the way, earlier you mentioned Matthew Broderick was married to that girl from Sex and the City, right?
Yeah.
That girl from Sex and the City, her name is Sarah Jessica Parker.
Because you are a Sex and the City fanatic, aren't you?
Well, I like the show, I guess. I wouldn't say I'm a fanatic.
That's right, Sarah Jessica Parker. I remember her name.
Yeah. And a lot of people say that, actually, I didn't really see what the whole big deal about her was. I mean, there were definitely hot women on that show, but I would say that she
was least of the hottest. Yeah.
Maybe not least, but she wasn't like, oh my god, she's the hottest woman ever, She was just, okay.
Yeah.
But I guess her personality was
She's
very
cute.
attractive. Yeah, definitely. Plus,
Yeah,
she's a
great.
writer, which, I like that.
Oh, so that's what it is. Okay.
All right, but actually today usually Olivia's here for Cray
Cray Cray.
Thursday, but she's unavailable today, so we're going to switch days. She'll be here tomorrow,
Alrighty.
so it'll be Cray Friday. Today we're going to do Now Playing Thursday.
Yeah, something to look forward to tomorrow, Olivia.
and your big birthday bash.
Yes.
But let's go down the top 5 as usual. So this is all going from the box office returns of last weekend.
Alrighty.
So number 5.
5.
That's Wreck-It Ralph. Have you heard about this film, Wreck-It Ralph?
Wreck-It Ralph or Wreck-It?
Wreck-It Ralph.
It's an animation, isn't it?
Yes, it is an animation made by Disney and Pixar, I believe. And, this is about, there's a video game character.
Really?
The whole thing is about video games. And this
Oh.
Wreck-It Ralph is basically the villain in this really popular video game.
Okay.
And I guess he wants to see what it's like to be a hero because, in the video game, he always has to try to kill the main hero. Like, if it was Mario, then it would be, Bowser or something. He's like
Why you
that.
gotta go and kill people?
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to. It's just that's the way he's programmed, right?
That's the way, he's programmed.
All right, so Wreck-It Ralph, he wants to go through all the other video game worlds and recruit the other bad heroes, or not bad heroes, bad enemies, and make a superhero team out of them.
Okay.
And actually, it's really interesting thing about this is there are some villains from really popular video games.
Ooh, like what?
Well, you got Bowser from the Super Mario Brothers,
Ooh.
M. Bison and Zangief from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
You got the Ghost from Pac-Man. I think Kano from Mortal Kombat is in there. There's a lot of other ones too.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Zangief was a bad guy?
I didn't think he was really that bad.
I
but
thought the last bad guys in Street Fighter were M. Bison, Vega, and
Balrog
yeah.
and Sagat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the main bosses. But I guess Zangief was Russian, and back then, Russians were evil.
But this is not back then, this is now.
That's true. But I mean, the whole thing is Wreck-It Ralph is celebrating the 20th anniversary of the game that he was in. So it's the games that have been
was
around.
called Wreck-It Ralph too?
No, he was the villain. I believe the game was called Fix It Fred or something. And so Wreck-It Ralph would break stuff and Fix It Fred would fix it. If you look at it, it's basically, he kind of looks like Donkey Kong, just a human version.
Okay.
And then Fix It, I don't remember if it's Fix It Fred or whatever, but he kind of looks like a, slimmer version of Mario. So Wreck-It Ralph will break the stuff and Fix It Fred will fix it.
Well, I definitely want to see this movie now.
Yeah, it's amazing. This movie got 3.6% of the audience.
In Korea?
Yeah, in Korea.
Wow.
Which is pretty good, but it's the movie that pushed The Hobbit out of the top 5.
Holy. A
Yeah.
video game movie?
Yeah, a video game movie. So, that just shows you that video games are really popular in Korea.
Yeah, and that shows you if Star Wars was out, Star Wars would be in the top 3,000.
Oh, you're still talking about that. Well, we'll have more to say about that a little bit later. Let's go on to number 4. Four. Okay, number 4 is 반창고, which got 10% of the audience. We did talk about this last week. It was in 5th place last week, but it's moved up a spot.
Good for 반창고.
So this is a story about love between a doctor and a firefighter. You know, so doctors always solve problems with their mind and firefighters with their muscle. So, you know, that can always lead to some problems whenever they're in their relationship and they have an issue.
Don't doctors solve problems with their hands too? Like,
well, yeah, obviously, but they got to think about it first, you know.
True.
Where the firefighter doesn't have time to think, he just got to run in and like save the person.
Got to action. You know, action speaks louder than the words.
Exactly. So, you know, if you want to see something about the smart chick and the big burly dude, then this would be a movie to see. Got 10% of the audience, so it must be pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go on to number 3.
Three.
Okay, number 3. This is Life of Pi.
Ooh, I want to see these.
Yes, I also want to see this. This has got 17.7%. You know what? This moved up 23 spots from last week.
That much.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was also released last week, but still.
That is true.
23 spots up from last week. That's pretty amazing. Big mover. Life of Pi is it's an action adventure drama, and it's based on Jan Martel's novel of the same name, and it's directed by Ang Lee. So, you know it's going to be good. It's about an Indian boy who is a survivor of a shipwreck.
Okay.
And then he survives in a life raft with a tiger. Oh. So him and the tiger are on the life raft. I guess the tiger is a trained tiger, so it won't eat him or anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, I ain't going to be on no boat with no tiger.
Yeah, but he's there for several months, and I guess, you know, he figures out something in his life. Some people I've talked to said, if you ever seen the Tom Hanks movie Castaway,
yes,
it's like that, except for not on an island, on a lifeboat.
And not a volleyball.
Not a volleyball, but a tiger, right?
Yes.
But, yeah, definitely looks really good. I want to see that. I'll probably see that this weekend. The boy is 16 years old, and his name is Pai Patel. And it's the first time that he's ever been in a movie, so it should be pretty interesting.
Oh. See, when I first heard about this movie, I was thinking life of, like, pi, like the mathematical pi numbers and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're a mathematician, you know, life of pi could mean so many different things.
Exactly.
The circle of life.
That's why in the beginning I did not want to watch this movie. I was like, oh, I don't want to go back to school and watch a movie.
But it's about a disaster and a tiger, so.
Of Pai Patel, yes.
What more could you ask for? All right, let's move on to number 2.
Two.
Okay, number 2. This is Les Miserables, which has 21.4% of the audience. That's an increase in percentage, but it's still in the number 2 spot.
It's all good.
It's all good. Have you seen it?
Haters. Of course I saw it.
Yeah, you saw it. Okay.
I dreamed a dream of days gone by.
What is that?
That's her emotion when she cries. She goes,
I dreamed a dream of days gone by.
and like she's pulling her hair and stuff like that.
Right.
Yes.
I've seen this one on the stage, and it's really good. And I do really want to see it in the theater, but there's just so many other things that I want to see right now.
Honestly, do you want to see this more than Wreck-It Ralph, though?
You know, I'm a big video game nerd.
Exactly.
So
as soon as I heard Bowser and all the other names, I was like, I got to see this movie.
Yeah, I think Wreck-It Ralph will probably move up in the spot, maybe 1 or 2 spots before it comes out of the top 5. But, you know, this has been getting so much hype, Les Miserables, so I think that maybe in the future we might see it, you know, in the top 5 for quite a while. Just probably not as long as Kwang Hae was there, but it'll be there for a while.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on to number 1.
Okay,
this is Tower with 32.8% of the audience.
Yeah!
The percentage keeps going up.
Tower!
Tower Records. No, have you seen Tower?
I did not see this movie, but I'm supporting it because one of my favorite actors / friend is in this movie, and I want him to succeed in everything he does. That's why I'm happy.
All right.
That's number 1.
All right. Well, who's your friend?
설경구.
설경구. Okay,
yes.
So this is a shout out to you. Good job on Tower. Keep
형
at
꼭
it.
영화 보러 갈게요. 밥 사주세요, 밥.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yes.
No, this is the one I said it's similar to Die Hard because there's a disaster in a high-rise building on Christmas Eve.
Die Hard, there's terrorists.
Yes, in Die Hard there's terrorists, and this one it's a fire, so it's not exactly the same, but I mean, I think it's, you know, a Christmas movie in a tower. Some disaster happens, you gotta save the people inside. I wouldn't say it's the same as Die Hard, but, you know, as I haven't seen it, I can't really imagine exactly what's going to happen. But
you know, on Tuesday, Jason B did say this movie was worth watching.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know, then we have to watch it because
definitely.
You know, Jason knows what he's talking about. Also, you know, if it has 32.8% of the audience, that means almost a third of the country is watching this when they go to watch movies.
Holy moly.
And it's beating out all these other movies like Les Miserables, Life of Pi, and The Hobbit, which is no
Wreck-It
longer...
Ralph.
And Wreck-It Ralph. Well, Wreck-It Ralph, I don't think it's going to get very much higher than it is right now, but we'll see.
Don't doubt that movie. That's Bowser we're talking about.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to see it,
yes.
definitely. Maybe even tomorrow, I'm not sure. But let's listen to a song right now. We got a song from Wreck-It Ralph. Here's the song When Can I See You Again? And this is by Owl City.
That was When Can I See You Again from the Wreck-It Ralph soundtrack, sung by Owl City. Owl City, I like this group.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very funky, very lively pop group, but it's just very happy to listen to.
What does their name mean?
Owl City.
Is there like a city of owls?
Well, there's a lot of things.
Or maybe
like
like they're the owls from a specific university and they, the owls? The mascot? I don't. There probably is a mascot with owls somewhere, and so it would be that.
Okay, now you're confusing me more.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, we're back right now, and now it's now playing Thursdays.
Yes, now playing Thursday. On the script it says Friday, my bad. But, we've been talking about Lord of the Rings and Star Wars for quite a long time now. Which one is better?
Lord of the Rings.
We looked at the Twitter yesterday when we asked the people. It looks like it was pretty close, but the fans seem to agree with you, and they like Lord of the Rings better.
Woo! Congratulations and jubilation because Lord of the Rings beat Star Wars.
Yeah, but I think the reason why that is because of those terrible prequels,
That's not my fault. I didn't make the prequels.
It is not your fault.
I'm not a director, nor am I a producer.
Also, I think your fan base, or our fan base that listens to this show is perhaps younger. And
they're not going to favor me, though.
No, I'm not saying they're going to favor you, but I mean, they're perhaps younger, so that's why they would like the one that came out more recently. You know what I'm saying?
Not really, because some people, you can't say that way. Because I was born in the 80s, but I listened to singers from the 60s. It doesn't matter.
That's true. That's true. It's different. I mean, but still, Star Wars is clearly better. I mean, you can follow the story more. Lord of the Rings, it's like, okay, we gotta take this ring.
All right, listeners, we're gonna take a break. So I'm gonna beat up Eugene right now in the studio.
Second movie, let's walk. Oh, there's a golem. Oh, okay, let's walk some more. Third movie, oh, we gotta walk up the volcano and drop it. Okay, the end.
Think about it. There's a what's it called, conversation between a robot and a man. Hey, R2D2 or Obi-Wan Kenobi. What is that? What is that, honestly?
Well, he does have that little holographic screen, and then Princess Leia comes on. She's like, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
What am I saying to you right now? Hello, Eugene.
I don't know.
Exactly.
But there's
okay. Anyway. At least in The Hobbit, they talk. We gotta get back to this movie stuff. Come on.
All right. Well,
we're going off track.
In that mode, or in that line of thought, we're going to talk about The Hobbit today, because you've seen it, I've seen it, and now I think we have a lot to talk about.
And I've lived it.
You've lived.
I'm still living it right now because I'm not that tall. I am a
all
hobbit.
You gotta do is shave your toes. You'll be fine.
I'm not that hairy. I'm Korean.
I'm just kidding, because hobbits have hairy toes. That's what I mean. Okay.
And big funky feet. Yeah.
Well, I think this is a good high time we review this movie. We've both seen it, like we said. Normally, what we do on the show is we have a lot of speculation because neither of us have seen the movie and now playing Friday, right?
Correct.
But we both seen it this time, so we can both, talk a lot about it. Now, you have to understand my perspective. I still barely remember what happened in The Lord of the Rings, so I was going into this one really fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, makes sense.
And, one thing I can say right away is I like Martin Freeman a lot. Okay. A lot better than Elijah Wood. I mean, I like
Martin
Elijah
Freeman
Wood.
is a great actor. Elijah Wood, I like him in certain roles, but I agree with you one thing. I think they should have casted somebody else for Frodo.
Who would you have casted then?
Brian Jew. Don't ask me a question like that. I know. Could you imagine an Asian hobbit?
Well, actually, no, because it seems like in the world of Middle Earth, there are no minorities at all. Unless you consider the different species.
There were no African Americans or Asians, were there?
Yeah, it's. I mean, you got the orcs and the elves and everybody.
Oh, who wrote Lord of the Rings?
J.R. Tolkien.
Oh, J.R. Tolkien. We need to have a talk.
I don't know if he's around anymore, but
I'm just saying though, we need to talk.
It could be that that particular part of the Earth corresponds to Europe, and it's a long time ago before people went back and forth across the ocean. So,
before minorities existed?
No, I mean, if you look at Europe.
I'm just joking. Come on.
One thing I will say though, Martin Freeman, like I said, he was really good. He was in Love Actually, and also he was in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I really liked him from there. And I really like him as Bilbo Baggins. And like you said, Frodo with Elijah Wood, it's just.
Who would you have picked as Frodo?
Maybe Macaulay Culkin. I don't know.
Seriously?
All right, but there's more to this movie. I think a lot of people who didn't like Lord of the Rings, like me, would probably like this one because the story is really concise. All they have to do is just go to the city and retake it. And I don't want to give a lot away. I don't want to give up any spoilers, but if you watch this movie, you will not be disappointed.
Yes, a lot more action than the other Lord of the Rings stuff.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So shall we listen to a song from The Hobbit?
Yes, we will. This is actually the main theme from The Hobbit, so check this out. And Eugene, I will see you
next Wednesday.
Yes, peace out.
Peace out.
All right, once again, that was from The Hobbit soundtrack, and that was the main theme from the movie. And right now, I'm going to wrap things up. I know what you're thinking already, Brian. Well, of course I got to wrap things up. It's my birthday. I got things to do, people to see, place to go. But stick around because we have 1013 Main Street with An Jung-hyun next. So stick around for that. But right now, we're going to play the last song of the hour. And this is a song request from Lynn from the first Shrek movie that came out in 2001. And I have to honestly say this is one of my favorite animated films of all time because it was goofy, funny, cute all at the same time with the fairy tale characters. And my favorite character had to be the gingerbread man because, all the little gumdrop buttons, a little cute and funny. But here's Dana Glover with It's You I Have Loved from the soundtrack of Shrek. And this is Brian Jew saying peace and happy birthdays. I hope you guys celebrate my birthday the way I'm gonna. See you tomorrow.